Good morning, America. This is the Good American Booktube channel. My name is Donald Ball, and today I'll be your host. Our topics that we're going to cover are Edgar Allan Poe, his short story collections, and the two short stories that we're going to focus on The Telltale Heart and The Black Cat, both of which have subliminal meanings that we may or may not touch on, but we definitely will go over some of his magnificent quotes. And of course, as usual, we will have our American flag hanging right there. Now, click here to subscribe, and up here to buy some American merchandise. And now, we move on to talking about the books. Now, we're moving on to The Telltale Heart. So this book, it's about a man who contemplates killing another man. As the book opens up, we start out, and the man, he's, talking about this old man, and he talks about how he kind of enjoys his company and stuff, but then out of nowhere he says, "It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night." So after that quote, you're kind of wondering, was the old man even, or was the young man that killed the older man really there? And so the book continues on, and he talks about, "For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye." And so he continues on with this evil eye all throughout the book, and he uses it as an excuse to end up killing the old man. The police show up to interrogate him about a shriek they heard. Just as the police are about to walk away, he screams at him and he says, "I did it! I did it!" Well, not exactly that, but that's basically what he says. And he tells him exactly where the body is and admits to it. Edgar Allan Poe, you are one crazy American. But man, you write some great literature. You're truly an American hero. That's why we read him in America. The Black Cat. It's about a cat, okay, a black cat, and how it affects this man's mental state. And the man's mental state was already kind of down there in the dumps. But this black cat, so black cats, those were thought to be witches back in the day, like in the 1800s when Edgar Allan Poe was writing this. And so whenever the man first starts out talking about the cat, he talks about it like it's a friend. But then as the story goes on, he tortures the cat, gouges out an eyeball and then ends up killing it. And after he kills the cat, something mysterious happens. His house burns down. Like in the middle of the night, just mysteriously burns down. And him and his wife get out, and they find a new place to move in. But the old cat's dead, and they find a new cat. And this cat, it has a bright white spot on its chest. And the man tries to kill it. And while he's trying to kill it, he ends up killing his wife. And the cat disappears. So he hides his wife's body in the wall, right? It's kind of just hidden in there. And the police officers are looking for the body, and the man thinks he's got away. Then out of nowhere they hear this meowing, and the cat pays back the man for his evil. And so, after he gets caught, he says this, "It was now, I say, the image of a ghastly thing of the gallows, O mournful and terrible engine of horror, of crime, of agony and death." That was him talking about how what he had done was horrible. He felt guilty, but then you go earlier in the book and you kind of wonder, was he really guilty or was he just doing this for fun? Because it says, "It was this unfathomable longing of the soul to vex itself, to offer violence to its own nature, to do wrong for the wrong's sake only." Kinda a twisted man, if you ask me. But, it's Edgar Allan Poe, the tortured poet. So Edgar Allan Poe, just a little backstory on him, real quick. When he was 3, his famous actor parents died. Mysteriously. Well, not so mysteriously. They died of something or other, but that's not pertinent to the story. Next thing you know, he finds himself a new dad. Dad sends him to school. Edgar Allan Poe, gets gambling debt. Dad says, "I'm not going to pay for this. Get out." Then Edgar Allan Poe goes to the military. Just goes do, and that's where he starts writing. He writes his first book of poems, Tamerlane, and that goes over pretty well. But he still doesn't really like the whole military life. So, although we Americans love the military, he got kicked out. And from then on, he went to independent works and kind of just did his own thing. But he still wrote. And that's why he was like the Captain America of writing. Yeah. Captain America. So now, on to whether I'd recommend the books or not. Well, you see, these books are great, but here's the thing. If you get squeamish or don't like murder, I wouldn't suggest them. Otherwise, I'd say they're a great read. They might have some complex words, some complex ideas, but they're beautiful. Beautiful literature. It's a great idea just to read them even if you have nothing else to do. But don't read them if you get squeamish. That's a bad idea. Alright, this has been The Good American. Goodbye.